to Jake Jackets. Gear up to fire the cannon and hit the ice with your host, Jay Ashdown and Jake Gehringer.
Go to work. I'm gonna come home. We're gonna cause chaos for a little bit, and then I'm going to the game.
Hell yeah, baby. Have fun.
Birthday twins, man. It's fun stuff. All right. We're here for a more fun episode this time. How we doing, folks? Hope you all are well. Hope you all are doing better after that shootout win.
Yeah,
I realized I didn't even have an order for all of this. I forgot to order things today, so we'll just fly by the seat of our pants this time. How about that?
Sounds good to me.
We'll figure out what's logical. But yeah, I didn't even know the game was at 5.
I didn't either.
On Sunday.
I forgot what I was doing. I was doing something else though, but.
I guess, I mean, it makes sense, but we got a quick little schedule announcement first, and then we're going to get into Kepi Keeper, and then we're going to go game recap, and then just whatever the hell else we got.
Sounds good to me.
So the schedule announcement is this November 2nd show is the last show for about 3 shows worth and 5 games worth of hashtag content. Reason being is I'm actually going to the game this Saturday for my birthday. I'm going to see Columbus, Colorado.
Happy early birthday.
Thank you, sir.
Before I inevitably forget, because I'm the worst.
I mean, Emily and I are going to go crazy in the Gen chat on the SDPN Discord. Shout out and happy early birthday to her too.
Yeah, I check that thing maybe once every 2 days.
Every 2 days, and it's something crazy every day.
Every time I check it, I'm just there's too much to read.
It's just that's why you gotta come in every day and just hop in for whatever madness there is.
For real.
Just dive in.
Apologies in advance to anybody listening. We are both under the weather, and it is not fun. I
mean, I'm not. You are. You definitely are.
I definitely am, yeah.
But my sinuses just suck in general, especially around this weather change time.
Oh God, seasons change. People walking in oh my God, I love fall and winter, and I'm fuck off.
I know. That's the thing. I love when
my allergies and my sinuses strongly disagree with you.
I love when fall settles into it, right? And it's just okay, we're here. But as it's changing from summer to fall, it's no.
It's the worst. I can't think of one good reason anybody would like fall or winter. It's cold. The weather sucks.
Other than hockey.
Snowing. Yeah, I guess hockey, but spring, you have hockey. Spring's a great season.
Fair.
And also you can't golf anymore,
yeah. Unless you're my dad and you just go whenever.
Well, it's hard to find courses that are always open. You can always find some, but it's tough because it's do you want to go golfing this weekend? And they're no, it's too cold. And it's no, it's not. I golf my best when the ground is really hard and the ball bounces a lot. It's
just poof, just pings.
Yeah.
Okay. So my birthday is this upcoming Saturday on the 6th of November. Again, I don't know why we date these, but we do somehow inadvertently. So we're going to miss those 2 Colorado games. And then 3 days after, on the 9th, I am flying out to Florida with family for a big trip. So we're not going to be coming back until about the 15th. So we should be fine
13. 13-day layoff.
Nice little break, isn't it?
Yeah. Gonna have a lot of games to cover.
I mean, we might just cover like overall performance. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But yeah, I should be fine for doing a show on the 16th.
Sounds good to me.
So that'll be our first show back. So please enjoy the time off, enjoy the hockey. And Jay will keep the madness going on the Twitter account while I'm gone. Hopefully he'll actually tweet from there for once.
I'll tweet from there. It'll just be like me tweeting from my personal account, but me tweeting from the Twitter. Why is Jake Jacket's Twitter account tweeting about the Bachelorette?
Right? Yeah. What is this about? What is this about waffle sandwiches? Kepi Keeper. I didn't even make time to watch the highlights, but I know who mine's gonna be.
Yeah, you go first because I went first last time.
We're trying to remember who's switching off, right? Mine is gonna go to our other friend named Jake.
Yeah.
Jakub Voracek. I mean, guy performs in the shootout. He wins it. Again, I was really confused by the 5 p.m. start, but I mean, Halloween, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, Berkshire said game over. Montreal was going to be late because he was going out trick-or-treating with the kids, so.
Fair enough.
But yeah, Jake, game-winning shootout goal. Score check is back.
A couple of guys I was thinking about giving it to. One would have been Korpisalo, 36 saves and 39 shots. He was really big, especially the third period and overtime. So we'll give him like a little bit of a shout out. Think about Bjorky just because, like, God, I mean, 9 career goals against the Devils. This guy always.
Did you see that? Devil State of Mind. Shout out to those guys. Did you see them chirping with me?
Oh yeah, I saw that. That was pretty funny because like it is. Like, there's some guys they just had that one team. You know,
they
like Line A, it's Dallas. His career numbers against Dallas are like really stupid. Like it's crazy. But I don't know. For some reason, the Devils are just the team that Bjorkstrand like is always great against. But I'm actually going to go with the captain, Boone. The individual effort on the game tying goal to even send it to overtime.
That one. Oh my goodness!
Unbelievable. He played 21 minutes, 55 seconds, almost 22 minutes. 3 shots on goal, including the beautiful goal he scored, 2 blocks, and honestly, just like on top of the fact that he was great in the game. He's been unbelievable so far this season. Like already got 5 goals, leading the team in goals. I think like it's. Yeah. I mean, he's doing so much more than you ever could have asked from him, and he's been great as the captain so far. I have no complaints for him.
That's the thing, right? Is we kind of. I feel like okay, so that is Kepi Keeper.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Voracek and Boone Jenner.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff. Let's talk about Boone some more real quick. Like a couple of years ago, I kind of thought like as soon as they gave him an A, especially because like he was a leader in juniors too, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's almost like we kind of figured he was like perfect eventual captain material, right? And yet,
I thought
like,
so, yeah.
And yet, like nobody would have picked him when we had like Seth Jones and everybody kept saying Seth Jones was going to be the next one. And I'm like, I don't know.
I never saw it with Seth, to be honest. And it's nothing against Seth. It was more just like this team has a certain breed of hockey player that they look up to.
Right.
For the team. Like ever since they traded Nash, you know, like they didn't have a captain originally, but like Doobie was an alternate, Foligno was an alternate.
Yes.
You know, Jack Johnson was an alternate.
Yeah, eventually Foligno got it.
Eventually, Foligno got it, but they still looked up to Doobie. Like he was a huge leader in the locker room. Like they it's just like that for the physical brand of Blue Jackets hockey has always
led
centered around like the very
right.
Yeah, they led a team by committee, which I liked, and like they just it always seems like the kind of leader that this team has looked up to is that power forward, physical, go to the net kind of guy, like Boone, like Doobie. You know, even Foligno's getting a little bit of that, and like that's just always how it's
Foligno's been like he was always a good mix of both. Right?
Exactly.
Like he could crash around, and he could also like he's got some moves with his stick handling that just blow you.
Yeah, I mean, in his prime, like it was a season. I think he had like 73 points. Like you saw, like on full display the skill set that he had, and but yeah, like it always made sense to me that Boone could have been the next captain. Like if they wanted to continue with what they've traditionally gone with, Boone made sense. But if they wanted to maybe move into a new era, change things up, Bjorky would have made sense. Either way,
Bjorky would have,
I feel like we were fine either way. Like we would have been.
Well, fine. I think that's what's nice
as captain. We'd be fine as generous captain.
I think that's what's nice about having them having them both have letters, right?
Yeah, and I'm just looking at stats and stuff like that for the Blue Jackets. It's been awesome so far because so far Boone Jenner's got a hilarious stat line through 8 games. He's got 5 goals, no assists.
Oh, that's right.
Which is kind of hilarious, but there's been a lot to be excited about. We just want to get we've had 8 games so far.
Sitting at 4, 6, and 10, leading the team in points.
Exactly, but like the thing that I'm looking at is Patrick Laine is a point per game player. Like
I think the Laine laser is back, folks.
I think he's back too. I mean, Jake Voracek's he doesn't have a goal yet, but he's got 7 assists. So he's clearly doing what they brought him in to do.
Right. I feel bad because I couldn't watch the game even going out to eat with my dad because 1, again, I didn't know it was at 5. And 2, the bar we were at was totally focused on all the football.
Right, because it was a Saturday, right?
It was Sunday.
Oh, it was Sunday? Okay, so
it was Halloween.
Oh, that's right. But I'm also looking like Domi has played 4 games. He has 4 points, so he's also a point per game player.
Well, he's also been in and out, and we'll talk about Max again here in a sec.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Did you see his quote about Payne?
Payne's overrated.
Yeah,
I love that, man.
I wanted to run through a brick wall when I saw that. It's like, wow, I love this guy.
First period was interesting because boom, Devils right off the bat. And I was like, oh, the game's started.
Right. And Andreas Jansson's had a pretty good start to the season for the Devils.
It's good to see him come back to form because I liked him on the Leafs.
It was definitely a down year for him last season. And I don't know if they said he was hurt or something like that. I think they said something about a wrist injury, which makes sense. I mean, he's already got 4 goals in the season. He didn't look like the player that he usually was last year at the Devils. So it's good to see him step up and
come back. Healthy. Yeah. And PK getting a secondary on that. That's nice.
Yeah. I know a lot of Devils fans. They're just counting down the days until his contract ends.
And I'm over here I love PK Subban. Come on.
Yeah, because he's an easy guy to like when he's off the ice because he's such a great person. And
he's a really good player still. He's not what he was, but come on.
I don't know if he's a really great player. He's a liability defensively.
You watch him offensively.
He turns the puck over a lot. He's just not the same guy. He's definitely not worth anywhere close to $9 million. I'll tell you that.
But then my guy, Oliver Maestro, tied it up. It looks. Oh yeah, that was about a little over halfway through.
Yeah,
I'm just looking at And power play. Hey.
Yeah, you'll take it.
From Jake and Patty. And then Patty scores like 3 minutes later.
That shot.
Exactly
that
3
shot
minutes
by
later.
Patrick Laine was disgusting. That was one of the grossest shots I think I've ever seen in my life.
I think that's just how Patrick Laine is.
I know. It's crazy though, because I'm like, I'm never gonna get used to it.
It literally, how do we wow over Patrick Laine goals like that when that's just what he does? Meanwhile, Connor McDavid does the insane shit he does, and we're like, eh.
I think it's because he doesn't play for our team.
Probably.
Because I'm the same way, like with Ovi, where I'm just like, wow, another perfect shot.
Put it on the tally book, right?
Yeah, but like when I see Patrick Laine do it, I'm like, oh my god! Like, I don't know. Like, there's some players like anytime Crosby does anything amazing, I'm the same way. But you see Laine do something cool with the puck. You see Voracek do something cool with the puck. Domi, anybody, like we freak out because they play for our team.
Because they're ours, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But the one thing I want to bring up for the Devils side that I'm looking at, because I me, big box score guy. Dougie Hamilton's had a good start to the season. Mm-hmm. I think he's been everything that Devils fans have wanted.
I think he's been.
Did you see his stat line in the game against Columbus?
No.
Goal. So he had a goal.
Yeah, I'm looking at that right now because I'm looking at the second period. I'm just looking at the whole box.
He was a +2. But what I'm looking at that kills me, he played 26 minutes, 35 seconds. 10 shots on goal.
From a defenseman.
Yeah. The Devils got 39 shots on net. So they almost had almost 25% of their shots came from Dougie Hamilton.
Oh my god, that's like I've seen. We talked about Morgan Riley's contract last episode, and I've seen that from Mo too. Just they just feed Mo the puck, and
second highest in shots on goal in the game came from Jimmy Vesey. He had 6 shots on goal in only 14 minutes of ice time.
Where was this?
I don't know. But Dawson Mercer also had 5 shots on goal.
I was going to bring him up next because he scored to start the second.
Let me tell you, Dawson Mercer's been really, really good for the Devils. He's going to have a good career.
Calder watch.
Potentially, man. I mean, if he keeps it up.
And then there was Dougie's goal from Nico, who's on my fantasy team. I took you to the cleaners.
Yeah, because it helps when I don't set my lineup ever. Speaking of that, do you know what I'm going to do?
What? Is the geek coming out?
I set my lineup.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, you actually have time today because all the games don't start until 7.
Yeah.
Dougie from Nico and Zaka. Good for Zaka. And then Boone's unbelievable unassisted effort. He just did Boone things, and and then after that, wow, there was nothing until the shootout, and it was Jesper Bratt saved, Oliver missed, Dougie saved, Patty missed, Dawson saved, Jake scores on a backhand. That was it. The only goal scored.
Right. It was a beauty. He hasn't scored a goal yet this season, but he scored a big one in the shootout. So I'll take that any day of the week.
Oh yeah, I remember I was talking to Ash in the Discord. She's like a Philly and Seattle fan, I don't know. I got to look at pronouns more. I gotta get back into that. But they were talking about just how Voracek is always hit or miss. He's always exceptional in the shootout, or he does nothing.
Yeah.
Like he's either your best or your worst shootout guy.
Well, hopefully that's the sign of things to come, because So far this season, he's 1-for-1.
And then the 3 stars, Jake number 3, PK 2, good for PK because I mean he contributed, and then Dougie.
All over the place.
Last thing on the actual game. When is this team ever going to get 30 shots on net?
Yeah, they're 5-3. Maybe that's the formula. Don't get to 30.
Because literally every single recap I've seen, they've capped off at like 26.
You know, shots on goal, like it is relative because it's like.
I mean, the only ones that matter are the ones that actually cross a line, right?
Right, but like it was like, what would you rather have? Would you rather have 40 shots on net, or would you rather have 26 quality shots on net? And that's not to say that every shot's going to be a quality shot, but I think this is a team that's looking for quality opportunities rather than just putting the puck on net. So, you know,
quality over quantity, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get to Max real quick. He's in COVID protocols. This came out yesterday or the day before. Came out recent. So Stenlund called up to take the roster spot.
Yeah.
Who knows how long Max is going to be out for again, but I mean, he's a mutant.
He is.
So
pain is overrated.
Pain is overrated.
Soon we will find out that COVID is too.
Oh, Jesus. But yeah, I like Stenlund. I'm glad he was the one that called up. I like Kevin a lot.
I like him. I want to see more from him.
I do too.
It'll be interesting to see like if he slots into the lineup or if he's just going to be kind of like
the roster placeholder.
Yeah, exactly. He might just be a roster placeholder because I really think that they want to try and give these reps to Yegor or Bemstrom. Like you want to get one. Yeah. Because I don't know, like, I mean, Stenlund, what is he like? He's 24, 25, like
somewhere in there. I think he's somewhere around
it's
my
like
age level or something like that.
You're almost at that point where he just kind of is what he is, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's a little bit of a skilled bottom six guy.
I mean, and you need that.
You do, but I think this team in terms of the bottom six is doing just fine.
Right. I think definitely like this is the most complete a roster I've seen yet, just to start a year. In terms of like having the ability to make plays, having the ability to finish, having star power, having bruisers, having anything and everything you need, right?
It's a very interesting lineup, man. I mean, like you know, there was a lot of question marks coming into the season, and I don't think the question marks were about the talent. It was just necessarily about the production. Like, you say whatever you want about Seth Jones, but you know, you take a hit when he's not in your lineup because he is a right-hand shot defenseman who can play 25 minutes a night. So you lose that. And last year, you know, Jonas wasn't nearly as good as he's been in years prior. Elvis took a little bit of a step back too, but then again, if you look at his rookie season, I mean, just about any goalie would take a step back.
Sorry, I'm trying to work on like actually ordering things.
No, I know. Yeah, and like, there's just a lot of overhaul with the roster too. You know, so you know the Patrick Laine trade was interesting at first because you are losing a number one center in Pierre-Luc Dubois, and you know Laine struggled a little bit. Roslovic comes in. I think he's a good number two center, but I don't think he's a number one guy. You know, Domi struggles. So there's a lot of questions coming into the season. And I think like that's the reason as to why a lot of people were down on the Blue Jackets. I don't blame anybody for that. But this is a team that's got a lot to prove. And so far through the first 8 games, they've proven some things. They've shown some flashes.
They've looked awesome.
There's a lot to be excited about. But again, it is 8 games. That is literally just a tenth of the season. You still have a long way to go. So we want to see more of that. We want to see more consistency and moving on from there.
Yeah, for sure. That one. I'm sorry, I'm just finishing ordering notes. Okay.
You're good.
So yeah, Columbus doesn't play again until tomorrow in Colorado, which fun.
Yeah, that'll be a tough one.
Like it, yeah. I hope that if I'm able to catch something, which I mean I'm working, but then again it's in Colorado, so it's start time's not until what, like 9?
I'd imagine it's a 9 o'clock start time.
So I might be able to catch like the second and third or something like that. We'll see. I honestly, as much as
9.
I love, 9. Okay. As much as I love Rimmer and Jody, I want to tune into the altitude broadcast just for Peter.
Yeah, he's good.
Like, I mean, I love Mosier too. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I love Mosier's play-by-play, but I mean, knowing what we know about Peter and his cancer diagnosis, I hope he's in the booth and
yeah,
I want to hear him call color. But yeah, so road trip to Colorado and then they come home to play Colorado again on my birthday, and then whatever the hell else they got going on for the next like week. Yeah. Montreal is really weirding me out this year.
It's not a good team.
It's so weird. It's so weird because they send Cole Caufield down.
Yeah,
to Laval.
That to me, that's more to protect the player.
Right. I think so too. But
the team is struggling. They can't really score goals. A lot of expectations on this guy to be someone to score goals.
Yes.
He's still really young. And, it's not his fault.
He's 20.
This team is struggling the way that it is. So let him go down. Let him find his game a little bit. Maybe bring him up if he feels good about it. But
yeah, watch him just tear it up at Laval and just say, yeah, I don't belong here.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's all you need. It doesn't even need to be a seasoning thing. Sometimes it could just be a little bit of a kick in the rear end.
Right.
You get the opportunity to see the mental toughness of this kid. How does he respond from it?
Yeah. Another Montreal thing real quick. Cedric Paquette boarding Trevor Zegras. He's suspended for 2 games.
So they came out with the 2 games?
Yes.
Okay. I think that's a pretty fair ruling, actually. I was fine with that. Like, I mean...
Yeah, I was suspecting 1.
Yeah. You got to protect your players, especially your stars. I know that he's
young stars
fully blossomed as a superstar yet, but he's going to.
He's
Trevor
getting
Zegras
there.
Is going to be very, very good. It's a very unfortunate play, but 2 games, I think that's fair.
I just hope Jamie ends up the same way, because I mean, I cheer for the Ducks too.
Right.
Like, it's Columbus, Chicago, and as much as I hate to say that right now, and then Anaheim.
Pretty concerned about that.
Let's get to that. And we're not going to spend too much time on this, hopefully.
Oh, no. So I should clarify. Okay. I should have clarified. Sorry.
Clarify.
I'm pretty concerned about Jamie Drysdale.
Yes, I am concerned about Jamie as well.
And it's not like about him as a player. I feel like they're risk aligning him.
Yeah, I think you said that.
Where they're giving him like these really big responsibilities as a young defenseman, and it's like, damn,
he can't handle that.
It's not like they don't have other options. Like, damn, you got Josh Manson.
Let Manson pick up that slack. Jesus.
Put this guy in your third pair and give him ease him into it. You know what I mean? Like,
they have.
You can't really afford to screw this up. Like, he's a franchise level talent defenseman. Don't risk the line in him.
Don't rush him.
That's the worst thing you could do.
just yeah, I just want the best for Jamie, especially because he's another one of our. Wasn't he another one of our Otter guys? Because
yeah, he is. Yep.
Because our guy Mark Shag,
Yep.
we'll try to get him on a show at some point. I got to reach out. First time we met him, he was already covering the Otters, and then he started getting into the Monsters, and then he got into Columbus, and now he's just full on all three for the Hockey Riders, and he's doing a great job. So like that's why
amazing job.
That's why I loved keeping track of Connor McDavid, keeping track of Dylan Strome, Alex DeBrincat,
yeah.
Taylor Radish. I'm so happy for Taylor Radish right now because he's in the Lightning lineup.
Yeah, real quick clip about him and Mark Shag. Really nice guy. The first time I met him was during, I think it was the first round of the playoffs in 2016 against Rockford for the Monsters. It was back the good old days, just like it was nice. I met him in the arena, and it was just like an opportunity. Like I didn't think that the Monsters were going to go all the way or anything like that. Like that was.
Was this during the Cup run?
Yeah, I was just like, I want to see the Zach Werenski kid. I want to see Josh Anderson, Oliver Bjorkstrand. Like I want to see all these guys. And, so many of those guys ended up going on to be really good Blue Jackets. So it was a really, really fun team.
All of them, yeah.
Goaltender was Jonas Corpusalo in that game,
Yeah.
It was a great time, So I definitely fondly remember that run, just watching all those games and being like, damn, look at all these guys who are going to be on the roster soon in Columbus. Yeah. But yeah, the first time I met Mark was during one of those playoff games, and he was awesome. He was super nice as always. Really good follow on Twitter. So if you get the chance, follow him
at Mark Shag. Yeah, SCH
EIG.
EIG. Okay, thank you. Yeah. I was trying to just remember off the top of my head. Go check out Mark's work. He does great job. Let's get into this, and we're not going to talk about the Blackhawks much. If you want to listen to our thoughts on the Blackhawks, we have an episode that just came out Saturday. It's called Fallout, and we spend 90% of it talking about this whole situation and at least everything up to that point.
Yep.
So please, if you're willing, go check it out. It's really informative. We need to spread this message about the scandal and about the fallout from it around and what needs to change.
Yep.
So, first off, the Blackhawks won their first game against the Senators last night. And I was over here like, yay? Like, that was my actual reaction. I was like really up and down about it. Because Patrick Kane scored a hat trick, and I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. Like, I want to be happy, but
I know how I feel about it.
I hate it.
I can describe it in one word. Shitty.
Pretty much.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, I didn't know what to think. I was really weird. Like, I don't know.
I was disappointed. I was really hoping they were going to go like 0-80-2.
Emily said 0-82.
The problem is they already have those two overtime losses. So like,
right.
Can't convert those to losses. So that'd be pretty dope.
Can we just turn those into ties again? And then I believe this happened, 2 days ago? This happened something like that. Gary Bettman and Bill Daly spoke at a press conference over Zoom with the media. And okay, full disclosure, listen, I have seen some awful Bettman press conferences. I've seen awful Rob Manfred press conferences. I've seen terrible Roger Goodell press conferences. Yeah. The only one that I've seen
never seen a really bad
Adam Silver
press conference. Yeah, Adam Silver.
I don't follow the NBA as much, but like Adam Silver does a good job.
He's the only commissioner that is universally like actually liked by the sport.
I've seen bad Gary Bettman press conferences. This was the absolute worst
take the cake.
one ever. It was so. Yeah. I know that Gary Bettman and Bill Daly have law degrees. We get it. We get that.
A lot of lawyers speak, of course.
A lot of words suit.
We knew that it was going to be that way. We knew that it was going to be that way.
We didn't know that
it was going to be this bad, but
we didn't know that he was just not going to stop fucking talking. Like, there's a point where you need to just learn to shut up, Gary.
Yeah.
We didn't know that when they asked about the incident with the Michigan student, that was the one that set me off. That was the complete answer. That's when you get out of the lawyer speak and you start actually being genuine for once in your fucking life.
Yeah.
That's when you say, the question was something like, are you going to help the student recover something? Right? I can't remember the exact wording.
Yeah. Do you want to hear the answer to that question? What should be?
It should be yes, immediately.
Yes. All you have to do is say yes.
Yeah. You have to say yes and confirm that you're going to do it.
Let me do something real quick for you. Listen, okay.
I'm getting heated already. Like, oh my God.
Okay, did you hear that? I said yes. Look at how long that took. Oh my God, it didn't even take a second. Not even a half a second. Just yes. Wow. Get a lot of effort putting into that one word. Yes. Yeah, no. I'm just gonna be straight up here, man.
I didn't watch it. I was following along on Twitter because Mikey Stevens at Mikey Stevens 81. I can't remember what he actually works on. I'm sorry, Mike. He was like live tweeting the whole thing, and then I was following it on Twitter from him, and then I was also following it through the Chicago discussion channel in the Discord, right?
Mm-hmm.
And everybody was just livid this entire time. And what I texted you about this.
Yeah.
I said, I thought that the first person that should have been questioned was Rick Westhead, the spearhead of all this investigation, or at least of all the reporting of the investigation, right? He should have been the first one to ask a question.
Either him or Katie Strang. Either one.
Katie could have been second. I personally thought Rick first because he was the guy.
He was more of a face of it, I'd say. Probably. But either one of them.
Either one. And they went so far as to have Darren Dreger talk and ask 2 questions before Rick could even ask one. And Pierre LeBrun had to yell at the moderator and say, hey, let Westhead ask something.
Yeah. So, series of tweets here from this morning from one of our favorite guys on the planet, Alan Walsh.
Oh, yay. I love this. Okay, I know what you're going to talk about.
I'm hearing this morning that several NHL owners are, quote unquote, very concerned and unhappy with Gary Bettman's leadership. I think even the owners realize it's time for a change in the National Hockey League, and culture only changes from the top down. It is time to, in all caps, fire Bettman. From the way Gary has mismanaged the horrific events in Chicago to his refusing to acknowledge a link between traumatic brain injury and CTE, for doing nothing to help retire players, for calling the NHL a family, for the Department of Player Suspensions, for the way the game is marketed, for the lack of any coherent global strategy, for turning his back on issues like painkiller, Ambien, and Toradol use, for his lack of empathy and care, for his 3 lockouts, and for all the lies. It is
3
time for Gary
lockouts.
to go.
3 of them.
Yeah. Gary, with all due respect, I'm just going to be honest when I say this.
Mm-hmm.
He could take his lawyer speak and he could shove it up his ass.
Absolutely. 150%.
It literally, like I said, doesn't even take a half a second to just say yes.
Bill Daly didn't help much either. Like, I know Bill
Daly is not that great either.
Bill's a lot better than Gary.
He is, but it's one of those things where it's like, it's all relative. It's like, look at this bad thing. Well, it could be worse.
Yeah, it's such a low
and it's
bar.
Like, I guess you're right. Like, oh my God, it's kind of like when you come home, from school and your mom asks how the test went and you're like, I got a 55. And she's like, that's terrible. And you're like, it's better than him. He got a 33. And you're like, I guess it's still a 55 though.
Yeah, it's definitely like it's a low bar. But yeah, Alan Walsh's tweets were phenomenal. Especially I read the one that was like, how about we let the guy who, right?
For real. It's just
it was such a funny passive aggressive tweet that was just like
the last year, like I didn't know much about him until like the sword
thing. I think so too. Yeah.
I didn't really know much about it. Ever since that happened, I've learned so much about this. I love Alan Walsh. Alan Walsh. I do awesome. Too.
I still need to check out Agent Provocateur. The show that he does with Adam.
Yeah, I haven't checked that either, but I've heard it's really good.
I've heard it's good. Yeah, so that presser was literally a dumpster fire inside of a landfill fire.
It was garbage.
So I don't know where you go from here with that. Like, something's got to give here. Like, I know that we said in the Fallout episode, please, if you don't have to watch or listen if you feel like you can't. But we highly recommend it. We had a very good dialogue about it. I don't know where you go. I don't know where you go. Because I know there's going to be more that comes out in regards to details, but after just such a disastrous response from the top, what happens?
I don't know. Like, I don't know where you go from here.
Yeah, I don't know either. I think we just, as hockey fans, need to try to push for it.
Right.
Like, yeah. I know that the league said they had a call with all the teams to address this. And I read something earlier before we started recording that Bruce Cassidy and Patrice Bergeron, came together with the team, and both of them said, we're going to watch the Kyle Beach interview as a team.
Yeah. I saw that. I really like that.
Yeah, that was a good move.
That was a really good move. Good way to educate yourself and make sure everybody's up to speed on it, I think.
Absolutely.
So
last Blackhawk thing real quick.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Last Blackhawk thing. Because of everything that's coming out about the investigation, November 9th was supposed to be Marian Hossa Legacy Night. And now that's been indefinitely postponed.
Good.
Like,
what a PR does it? Did you see the freaking Halloween costume that one prospect had for the Blackhawks?
Yes, I did. We're not going to talk about it.
No, we're not going to talk about it. Because I was just talking with my buddy Brian. He showed it to me. Like
I saw it through the Discord. They shared it in the thing, and I was like, "Oh, this is bad."
I was taking a nap. I wake up. I come out of my room, and Bryant was like, yo, did you see like the Blackhawks prospect? And I was like which one? And he's like, I don't know, but did you see his Halloween costume? I was like, no. He shows it to me. I was just like, oh my god. He's like, the PR guy for Chicago's just got. He's probably had like 3 hours of sleep the last like 4 weeks.
The picture.
He probably got news that happened. Like, hey, PR guy, did you see the Halloween costume? He probably looked in and was just like,
yeah. I feel bad for him having to post the gifs and stuff of Patrick after he scored the hat trick.
Oh my god, yeah.
Because I mean, yay, a hat trick, but I mean, now that we know what the hell went on with Kane at the time and what we know about Kane in the past just with his own stuff, I don't know.
Exactly.
But yeah, the culture needs a change. The overall culture in life about this needs to change.
Yep. Absolutely.
Congratulations to we're gonna get back in it. We're gonna end on 3 little happy notes. Congrats to Captain Ryan Getzlaf.
Yeah.
Passing Teemu Selanne for the most points by a Duck.
That's pretty cool for him.
That's awesome.
I actually didn't realize that Teemu was like #1 all-time in Duck scoring. Because I forget, I sometimes forget just how long he was a Duck.
Right.
Because I mean, he played for so many other teams. Like, he was a Jet, he was a Shark. Like,
he was a Shark. Oh my god.
Yeah. It's crazy, man.
I mean, he's a Cup champ with the Ducks, and then he played for like 5 more years for him after that.
Yeah, I found a picture of Chicago's PR guy.
Oh no. Yep. For those of you that can't see, it's the one.
It's the Ben Affleck pic.
The Ben Affleck like sigh.
Where he's got the cigarette and he's just sighing. And he's just like, oh my god.
I thought you were gonna pull up the Ben Affleck when he's doing the interview, the sad fleck with Henry Cavill.
Oh no, dude, I love Henry Cavill. He's so good.
He's very good.
Yeah, big fan of him.
I think it's Cavill.
Is it Cavill?
I think it's Cavill.
I got a question for you, since we were talking about fall earlier, and look, I do hate like my sinuses and like the season changing and stuff like that.
Yep.
But one thing I like is cider. What's your favorite cider?
I didn't even have this in my notes, you motherfucker.
What?
I'm not a big cider. I'm a hard cider guy.
Oh, you are? You're a hard cider guy?
A Red's Apple Ale all day.
Really? Are you ready for the nerd to come up? I'm a most cider guy.
That's exactly what I was really fucking. I knew that's where you were going.
Dude, he's so good. He's had such a good start to his career.
Hold on. I'm putting this in the notes now because that was just clever. That was just great. Yeah. He got
I'm amazing.
He got top rookie of the month, didn't he?
Yeah.
For October. And then like Lucas Raymond was like this close in second. There's the Pierre Maguire face. There's the content face.
We have a new Rick Westhead tweet that I'd like to read.
Oh.
More details, read genesis of Kyle Beach's lawsuit versus Blackhawks. His lawyer and team attorney first spoke about allegations December 18th, 2020. On January 11th, 2021, Chicago lawyer told Kyle's attorney that the team had already done investigation and had no interest in a settlement.
None.
That was in January. That was in January of this year.
There are just some evil people in sports management.
This shit just gets worse and worse by a second.
Ugh. I know that they said there was one just to wrap that, and get away from it again, but to put a bow on it. I know that somebody said that the Akeem investigation was done, and then his agent came out and tweeted and said, no, the fuck it's not.
Right.
And that was the crazy part, is that was the Bill Peters thing was around the same time.
Yeah. This is an organization that clearly just doesn't care about people.
It's such a shame coming from like one of your premier top tier original markets.
Yeah.
Like, this is, what can you do with a franchise that you started and built your league around?
Yeah.
After something that's this insane and gross happens at all levels.
I don't even know what to say about it, man. It's just ridiculous. Every day we're finding out something new and gross.
Yeah, it's bad. Okay, back to cool stuff. We had another big defenseman sign a contract.
Yeah, we did.
The reigning Norris Trophy winner, Adam Fox. This guy is going to be a problem for years to come, and I love it. Like, I'm going to hate when we got to play him, but God, I love watching this guy play.
He's unbelievable. It's the scariest. I can't believe they found a way to get him under 10 million.
7 years for a total $66.5 million. So I don't know what the average is with that.
It's 9.5.
9.5.
It's really good.
It's very good.
Him and Z have something in common.
And Seth. But
there's a difference between two of those guys. And
yes,
one of this guy.
Exactly. I don't know. I just wanted to compare money, I guess. Meanwhile, you're just like, yeah, because Z and Fox are good.
Yeah. And then there's Seth. He is a defenseman.
He's there. Feel bad for Caleb too, because he's out. But yeah,
I forgot they had Caleb.
Yeah, they got them both.
Yeah, Caleb Jones. He is also a defenseman.
That's how the Oilers got Keith. Was Caleb.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about Duncan Keith right now.
He scored.
Yeah, and I'm sure Oilers fans were thrilled about it.
Yeah, great deal for Adam Fox. Amazing deal. This guy is going to be winning at least one, maybe two more Norrises in his career, I would hope.
I think so. I think he's got another two in him.
He's that good. And we're going to end on a fun kind of note, I guess.
Let's go.
I didn't see. I need to go back and watch this because I saw people were just raving about this all over Twitter and whatever. We're going to talk about the Oilers and the Kraken.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about Duncan Keith.
We're talking about Jordan Eberle.
No, I didn't see what Jordan did.
Oh, he had a sick goal. He just no look backhand roofed it.
Ooh.
From the right circle. Like it was crazy.
I felt bad for Joey Decord though, because I mean they were up against the Oilers power play, and that is a well-oiled nonstop machine.
Yeah.
But the fun. This is something that I've never heard of or seen. I've seen now Like I heard about when Dermott's blade came off and he just like one skate bunny hopped right to the bench. When Auntie Ranta lost a skate blade, right? And almost made like a huge diving Superman save on Shea Weber.
Yeah.
You remember that a couple of years ago? I've seen I think it was just last year in the 2021 56 gamer that Sam Bennett lost the entire bottom plastic of his boot.
Oh, yeah.
In a little scrum, right? I've never seen this. I've never seen two guys get their laces locked together.
I've never seen that either.
Apparently Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Vince Dunn, like somehow, some way, I don't know if like Cassian like came over behind him and like, you know, pulled a little Loki move, right?
I want to know what the chances are of that just like accidentally happening.
Just you get tied, like your laces get tied with somebody else's laces.
Like, how does that happen?
I have no idea. It's really funny though. I want to see this.
I mean, it's gotta be like 1 in a billion. I have fun probability question for you.
Uh-huh.
So there's like some battle, I think it was in like either World War I or World War II.
Oh no, we're getting Jay's history corner.
On one of the battlefields, 2 bullets collided in midair. The chances of that happening are literally 1 in a billion. Can you think of anything more improbable happening?
Hold on. I'm watching this. I'm trying to find. Oh, they're off. Wait. Okay, so there's Nuge. He's just kind of playing the. Okay. Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh, that's wild. So there's a net front battle in front of Decord.
That's Adam Wild. I'm stealing your thunder today.
You are stealing my thunder today.
I'm making all the bad puns.
You're making all the bad ones.
Chalk it up. I'm sick.
Yeah, we'll chalk it up to you just being sick. Okay, so based off of just watching that real quick, what happened was like Nuge was charging the net, right? And Dunn is obviously there because he's a defenseman.
Yeah.
And somehow, I guess, like Nuge took a stride, and then they just locked their legs or some shit. Thankfully, like they both didn't fall down on top of each other because that would have been really, really scary.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's just a funny image watching these guys just kind of like struggle to get their feet loose.
Foot loose.
Everybody
kick off the Sunday shoes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I want you to try and think of something that's more improbable than 2 bullets colliding.
I do know about that one though. I know about that. What's more improbable? The CJ show being 30 minutes or less.
Dude, this is the easiest question you could ever answer. 3 bullets colliding.
Oh, I was gonna get to that next. I just wanted to throw that dig in there. But yeah, we're good. We're gonna take a little break while I go on a Florida trip. I'm going to Universal. I'm going to my brother's got a paintball World Cup.
Yep. And you know me, I'm a huge Universal guy, so have a good time, man.
Thank you.
Ride the Velocicoaster.
Velocicoaster, huh?
It's brand new. It's so awesome.
I'm not a big coaster guy anymore. That's the problem.
Really?
I haven't been a coaster guy since like junior year of high school.
Oh man, it's so good. I'm telling you.
I love
it's worth it.
Like for me, I always just love riding like stuff like Men in Black and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Just like have, smallish fun, but it's still fun. Like the little competition in Men in Black is just the best.
It is.
But yeah, we'll see you on the 16th of November. So watch some hockey, y'all. Come say hi to me if you're at the Colorado game on the 6th, and wish me a happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. And we'll see you when I get back.
Jake Jackets, a podcast for fifth liners and all puckheads around. Follow the guys on Twitter at Snake Gehringer, GARRINGER, and at by J Ashdown. And subscribe on YouTube or wherever you listen. March on.